Hi everybody and welcome to the channel. This is Adventures on the Go. We have been sailing on Carnival Cruise Lines exclusively and have been documenting all of our cruises, capturing the different spaces that they have for the purpose of showing it to you guys so you can plan even better for your next family vacation cruise. So if you find anything that you see here helpful, please like and subscribe and share this channel or individual videos with people you think this can help. Today, we are talking about the Carnival Glory. A lot of people have been asking questions and making comments on some of our cruise videos that we have on the Glory, and we know that a lot of people have been asking questions on other channels right here on YouTube about this ship. And the number one question that most people are asking is this ship still worth sailing on? Now, the primary reason for that question is the mere fact that this ship was built back in 2003. So she's a pretty old ship. And when you compare it to other ships that Carnival has within its fleet, like the XL class ships, for instance, whether it's the Mardi Gras or the Celebration, or their larger ships that are coming out later in 26 and again in 27, these are all new ships that they have their eyes on. And so you have to ask yourself, all right, so what are we doing with these older ships? And can I still enjoy myself? Is it still worth my hard-earned money to book a cruise in one of these ships? The Carnival Glory is in that category simply because of when it was built. But I want to go through in this video and talk about some of the key updates that this ship has gone through because of the refurbishment. Carnival Cruise Lines, like many of the other cruise lines, have to periodically take their ships out of service and take it to a dry dock, usually somewhere in Spain, and they totally refurbish this ship from the inside out. They give it a paint job on the outside, and they do all kinds of improvements and updates on the inside. So in this video, I want to talk about some of those new updates that you can expect should you sail on the Carnival Glory, from the new venues to the upgraded spaces to the brand new items that they've added into the ship that some of the newer ships may have, but you just would not have expected it in an older ship such as the Glory. And then at the end, I want you to decide whether or not you think this ship, the Carnival Glory, is still worth you putting it on your cruise radar. Let's jump in. In April of 2024, the Carnival Glory went into a 21-day dry dock. It's part of Carnival Cruise Line's ongoing effort to keep even their older ships feeling fresh, modern, and competitive. And for a ship that's more than 20 years old, these updates were far more than just a fresh coat of paint. One of the first things you'll notice if you step on board the Carnival Glory now is the overall refreshed look that all the public spaces got. Carnival updated decor, furnishings, and seating across lounges, walkways, and gathering spaces. The goal here was simple. They wanted to make a brighter, more modern feel without losing that classic Carnival vibe. Now let's talk about some of the new venues that's been added into the Carnival Glory. First up is the Heroes Tribute Bar and Lounge. This is a signature Carnival space dedicated to honoring military veterans and active service members, and it's a meaningful addition because it's one that's become very popular across the fleet. Another new feature is the Dreams Photography Studio. This gives guests a dedicated space for professional cruise portraits, perfect for families, celebrations, and formal night keepsakes. Now, families were not forgotten on the Carnival Glory. Camp Ocean received a total redesign and upgrade. It includes a large interactive video wall and a new curriculum developed in partnership with the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. That means kids aren't just being entertained, they're learning through space-themed activities that tie perfectly into Glory's Port Canaveral sailings. The casino also got some attention with a reconfigured design and spacing, plus the addition of a non-smoking area. This was something a lot of cruisers were asking for, and they delivered in the refurbishment of the Glory. Next up is the Warehouse Video Arcade, because that was refreshed too. It features updated games and improved seating, making it a much more comfortable hangout for teens and gamers. Now let's talk about the spa. There have been some improvements in the spa and relaxation area on the Carnival Glory. While it's not a full spa overhaul, the updates help keep these relaxation spaces feeling inviting instead of dated. another question some folks are asking about the Carnival Glory is, where does it sail to? Since its refurbishment, they moved it to Port Canaveral, Florida. And so now it sails to the Bahamas. It's popular for 3- and 4-night Bahama itineraries. So now this makes it a great option for first-time cruisers, weekend getaways, or anyone looking for a shorter, perhaps a more budget-conscious cruise. So what's next for the Carnival Glory? After this refurbishment, is this it? The answer is actually no. Carnival already has plans and a schedule for the Carnival Glory to go back into dry dock in 2027. That means we can expect even more updates and improvements. The details haven't been announced yet, but it will likely include additional maintenance and cosmetic upgrades. One of the things that Rebecca and I typically notice from a ship that's been refurbished is going to be in the details of, a paint job is always nice, the smell of it is always refreshed, but inside your stateroom, for instance, one thing you can usually look out for are just the ports that they have, the power ports, whether it's 110 power or the USB ports. Newest upgrades will be USB-C, for instance, rather than just the USB-A's. But some of your older ships that have not gone through this refurbishment like the Glory has, some of them don't even have any USBs. So that might seem like it's not a huge upgrade, but think about adding USB power to every single room on 7, 8 plus decks. It's a pretty big deal. And for the cruiser, it really helps because you can just now directly plug your devices right into those USB ports. So let's wrap this up. Yes, Carnival Glory was refurbished in April 2024. She received a 21-day dry dock interior and exterior enhancements. We've got new lounges, refreshed decor, upgraded family spaces, and entertainment updates were added. And we now know that another dry dock is scheduled for the Carnival Glory in early 2027. So after seeing all of this, the question now is, would you still actually sail on this ship? It's gone through a massive refurbishment, inside and out. It sails quite smoothly. We have sailed on a Glory. We have really enjoyed our time on the ship. We've been on newer ships, and we can definitely tell that the Glory is not a newer ship, that it's just gone through a refurbishment, but that matters to us, and you can tell some of those details that have been improved. You can also see some of the things that perhaps a refurbishment just can't fully fix, just the overall structure of the ship and the overall layout perhaps. But I think Carnival does as good of a job as any cruise line can to reconfigure spaces so it works for the hundreds and thousands of people moving throughout that ship really well. If you've sailed the Carnival Glory recently, or perhaps you're thinking about sailing it in the near future, drop us a comment and let us know what your thought is on what you've seen in this video and what you've been seeing around perhaps in other videos about what the Carnival Glory's experience might be. And if you enjoy all things cruising, from ship updates, ship tours, destination videos, traveling process, and just the overall steps it takes to get onto a ship and have an amazing cruise, this is a channel that you want to subscribe to so you can keep getting those updates. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.